Hello and welcome to the Alchemy Laboratory. Today we're going to be doing some experiments. We're going to be processing some bones and some meat for those flesh stone, as we call it, as I'm going to call it. And I figure while we're out here, we might as well light up the little barbecue pit right here. Grill us some chicken for the family, dinner. And over here is where we're going to be processing our meat and probably making some tortillas over here in this little skillet, multitasking. I have tortillas, chicken, fajita, and experiments going simultaneously, so let's see what happens. I'm going to begin by putting these bones in the oven right here, the furnace, if you will, and we are going to cook these at 400 degrees for about an hour to get them down to a more brittle state so that we can break them down in the mortar and pestle, and then after that we'll be calcinating them. I don't know if we'll be doing that today, but we'll go ahead and prep them up while we do the other part of our experiment. Let's go ahead and throw our first tortilla in, if they don't stick too much. Alright, just throw that on there, get that good and cooking. We'll come check on this momentarily. Let's go check this grill. The grill appears to be going good. So there we go. We have removed the flesh from a chicken quarter, and we'll be carbonizing and turning it into ash as soon as our tortillas are done cooking. I believe we have 2 more. There's one done, one cooking. So after these tortillas are done, we'll get to work on our experiment while we cook some fajitas. It appears that our tortillas are finally done. That's good. We're gonna go ahead and put that right here over the fire and just keep an eye on it. Let it carbonize. You can already hear it. So that's good. It'll probably take a couple hours to carbonize this to where we would like it. Hopefully it doesn't stick too much, but even if it does, it's not a big deal. I think the fats released from the meat will help in that. But that's we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Maybe snack on some tortillas and sit out here and enjoy the nice day. It's a nice day out. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll come back in a few minutes once we settle down a little bit. There's not so much going on, and we'll have a little discussion about our experiment here. Because right now there's barbecues, tortillas, and chicken going. So when we settle down, we'll stop for a minute. Well, I'm satisfied with where these bones are, so we're going to go ahead and turn this oven off, let them cool off for a few minutes, and then we'll begin the process of breaking them down in the mortar and pestle into more manageable sizes. I was watching a stream by this Alchemy of Stephen's school yesterday, and he made a passing comment. He didn't mean nothing by it, but I was thinking about it. He mentioned that he was having a hard time finding viewers for his stream, and I was thinking, alchemy in the modern world really is a dying art. Not very many people are interested in it, and not a lot of people do it. And the ones that do are typically people who work for businesses, making herbal spagyrics and tinctures and the such. That I think most people that do alchemy these days, A, don't even know they're doing alchemy, and B, they've lost the philosophical aspect of the whole thing. Alchemy is 2-part. It is philosophical as well as physical. I think most people just stick to the physical aspect, and they miss out on some of it. So, if you do enjoy these videos, if you do, learn something from them, and want to see them continue, be sure to, subscribe to people who do alchemy videos, like their videos, leave a comment, even if it's just saying nice video or whatever. It really does help in the algorithm so that, these videos can reach more people. And I don't just mean my videos, if you don't like them, you don't have to do none of those things, but That's what I'm saying. If you do like a video by anybody that does do alchemy, be sure to show some support. Just takes a second. Click that like button. Just takes a second. Hit that subscribe, and that's all that's really required. Interesting. From solid to liquid, and then from liquid again to solid. I read an old text once about the liquefaction of biomaterial, specifically birds. I can't remember the name of the text. It's a very old text. Except they use putrefaction in a hermetically sealed vessel, where here we have the Belnium ignis, the 4th degree of fire. And we're going to continue this until it turns back into a solid material, and then we'll be collecting this material for further processing. This meat over here is looking pretty tasty. We don't want to burn this one. From solid to liquid, from liquid to solid, from red to black, and then to white. It's a cycle. The animals, they live in our ecosystem. They help maintain it. They feed us. And here they're teaching us wisdom. You gotta thank the animals around you for their sacrifices and for what they do and for what they can teach us if we're only willing to listen. When this comes to a dryness, we will process it on our mortar and pestle until it reaches a complete dryness, and then we will calcinate it for the next stage in our process. People who work in the vegetable kingdom, they wish to exalt that matter, because alchemy is ultimately about exalting material. And I want to do the same. I want to exalt material within the animal kingdom. It interests me, to think that this animal here that has long moved on to the afterlife, somewhere in a butcher house or a factory somewhere, we can exalt its physical body into something better, like a form of rebirth, like the phoenix from the ashes of old texts. And that's why my current goal here, which is my overall goal currently in alchemy, is the exaltation of animal material as a tribute and as a thanks for the for the animals, as a thank you for the wisdom that they teach us and all of that. So we are grinding our bone material into more manageable sizes for further processing. It seems that most of it is becoming powder, but there's still chunks in there, but that's okay. We'll process those further in the furnace. Probably not today, but soon.